everyone, and welcome to another summit with me, the Moments of Magic Summit. And I'm so excited to have my BFF, Christine MacGyver, all the way to Canada. Can I have some snow here? It's so hot.
Yes, we'll ship it right over. We've got a massive truckload coming in tomorrow.
Do you want some heat?
Oh, baby, I always want some heat. Okay, wait, Christine, slow down.
Now we're going into some x-rays and stuff. Okay, never mind. Oh, but we're supposed to be talking about business and pleasure. Huh. So heat is a good topic to talk about.
Heat, it's a good topic to talk about, absolutely. Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you, Nilofer, for having me today. I love it. Every time you create these, I just know that you and I get to have so much laughter and play. And it's just like, okay, cool, let's do this. Yes, Nilofer. Woohoo! We don't get to see each other in physical body in person very often, but when we get to play together, it's magic. I love it.
Thank you. So I love your job, business and pleasure. How did you connect the two together?
Well, yeah, right? People look at it and go, what? See? So, Nilofer, I've been in my own business. I feel like I've been in my own business my whole life. The first business I started, I was 21 years old. I was selling skincare and makeup. And, when I look at that business, I had so much fun when I started the business. It was so pleasurable. It was laughter. It was play. It was excitement. It was, inviting people into something that they maybe had never considered before. And I loved it. And then it would go, and it would start to flatten out. And then I would step into, I went into human resources for a long time. And it was the same kind of trajectory. It would be exciting, and then it would start to go, and I've been in my own business, Inspired Choices, for, I'm going into my 9th year now, and what's different about this business, and definitely with the Tools of Access Consciousness added in, is the continuousness of stepping into creation and magic. And with a dear friend of mine, Rhonda Burns, and I, we've been looking at a lot of things through the eye of what makes things different? What is it about what we've done that we've enjoyed, and what starts to get heavy and slow down? And when we come at it from what exactly this topic is about magic. When we come at it from what is the magic in this? What is the possibilities in this? And when we start to come from that, and I kind of like to call it like that macro view, where you really step back and you look at this. And sometimes when you're in your own business and things aren't going the way you'd like them to go, it's really tough to come, take that big step back and look at it. But when you do, and I know that when I have, I can really start to acknowledge all that I have created, and like that proud mama, I can go, wow, look at that, wow, and that's where, from that space, that it's pleasure to play, it's pleasure to get in there, it kind of reminds me of, when you're pregnant, Nilofer, and you've got the swollen ankles, or the hot, the sweats at night, or the achy back, right? And you're creating this baby within your body and within your family and within your home. And then to birth that baby, some of us had intense deliveries. And it was messy, and it didn't feel magical. But that second that baby was in your arms, that second, that moment that stops in time. I mean, I'm sure you can tap into that.
Yeah, you know what? I have to tell you this. When I was pregnant with my son, my first one, I was so clear. I said, I'm going to have a spiritual experience during the birth of my baby.
Cool.
And honestly, it was that. So what if, those...
But what did you do?
I just asked for it.
And you chose it.
Yes.
You chose it. But how many of us have been operating from that space of, well, this is the way it goes and it's likely this and that, right? And then we buy into that as really true. But what if there is a different possibility? And
exactly. You know, because I remember when I was pregnant, I had all these women, because I was pregnant for the first time, they were like, you know, all the trauma and drama and the pain and suffering of childbirth. In the moments if someone would start off, I would say, hey, you know what? I don't want to hear this. And I would just walk away from there.
Right, but what if you didn't have to walk away from it? Right? Like, if you access, you know, I mean, wow, this is where somebody, chooses.
Yeah,
like, you're right.
But at that point of time, I didn't have access. That is what I did. I said, you know what? I'm not buying into this bullshit. You know, I can walk away from it.
Right. And so we can all walk away from our own bullshit. We can all step back, take that step back, and say, what would I like to have? And one of the really big things is when you, to have the pleasure with your business, is first of all to know that all of the magic with your business came in that moment when that idea came to you. When that excitement, you know, like a young child that they get excited, or when you know, your first book, Nilofer, when you went to write, how excited were you? Oh my God, I'm going to do this. You know, when I created my network, right? I've been creating my network in my heart and in my mind, in my energy of possibilities for many years. And I fully birthed her January the 1st this year, right? But when you're going from that moment when that idea jumps and that excitement to the actual birth date, this is where the labor is, right? But how much of us have defined that as painful instead of coming from the energy of what you said is choosing something different, is choosing this is the way it's going to be, right? When I was going through the birthing of this, there were lots of technical challenges. There were individuals that, you know, didn't work, didn't match. And it's just like, okay, Christine, step back, take a look at this. Does the network still want to be here? Yes. Tap back into the ideas of what came to you in that magical moment of possibilities. And when we do that, and we start to see that we are creating with our businesses, and our businesses desire to contribute to us, magic. It's like you and me when we connect, right? It's magic. We start to laugh and play. Well, what if every one of us started to choose that with whatever we're doing, with whatever moment is coming up for us, right? So that's you be in the choice of that magic and that possibility. And what you start to do is you start to receive more. Your business starts to contribute more to you because you know what? You're now open to the magic of your business partnering with you. And that is pleasure. That is play. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, I put in a lot of hours, but you know what? Birthing any baby, raising any baby, nurturing any baby takes time. And I love it. I love it even in the crazy moments because I know I will get to the other side of that, whatever it looks like, and then I will enjoy even more pleasure with my business. And it's not about going out and pushing it at you or pushing it at someone else. It's really about being in that dance and having that magical possibilities be created if we're willing to receive it. And most of us, like you said, most of us are looking at our creations, you know, and we're deciding all of these intense things that are going to happen. Okay, so what if you're aware that there may be some challenges along the way and you can still choose to have magic and pleasure with it?
Yeah. Do you want to take a question, Christine?
Yes, absolutely.
So she asked, it's really difficult to choose to create business, even though I would love to. What else is possible?
So I would ask, what's really difficult to choose? So are you looking, here's what a lot of us do, is we look outside of ourselves. You go on social media and you go, oh, Nilofer's doing that. Christine's doing that. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing any of that. This is hard, right? One of the craziest things is looking outside. Your business isn't out there. Your business is here. Your business is speaking to you. And when you ask what would be pleasurable in business, what do I enjoy doing? What's magic and ease for me? You know, a lot of us know that what's easy for us is probably not valuable. We've decided because it's easy, it's not valuable. Well, I know what's easy for me, Nilofer, is oftentimes not easy for someone else, and that is valuable to them. So if you're looking outside of yourself and you're looking outside of what turns you on, what gets you excited, what brings you pleasure, it will be difficult because you're trying to be Nilofer, you're trying to be Christine, you're trying to be somebody else's business, and their business isn't going to talk to you. Their business isn't going to come to you. Your business is going to come to you. So one of the very first things I ever did, and I think I've told you this story before, Nilofer, but it's jumping up asking to be told. A very dear friend of mine, Carol Glover, and we really knew something else was possible with business. And we said, let's create something together. We're like, okay, let's get together. Neither of us had a clue. We had no clue, no ideas jump in. And we're sitting there at the desk trying to do it the right way, right? Trying to be these business women at the desk. And I'm like, okay, this is not working for me. And she's like, me either, thank goodness. I said, why don't we go for a walk by the water? So we started to go for a walk. We got out of our heads. We started to do something that was pleasurable. And all of a sudden, ideas started to flow. And that is where everything birthed from. That was the first moment of really learning to step into and out of the limitations and step into the possibilities of birthing what was natural and true for us and allowing our business ideas to speak to us.
Hold on, Christine. I'll see if I can, get her on live. Hold on a minute. Yeah.
I see her second question.
You see it, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know how to, okay. Bhavna, I'm just going to promote you to panelists. Would you like to speak? Just quickly answer yes so I can promote you. In the chat.
Right, I see. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. So she'll rejoin, I guess.
Wonderful.
So till she goes. So, hi. There she is. Hi, Bhavna. Unmute.
Hi, Bhavna.
Yes, hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, actually I'm outside, so I hope it's not disturbing.
No problem. Go for it.
Okay. The thing is business is really fun for me. I get very excited and all. But when it comes to doing, is what is actually getting very difficult for me.
So you said that social media is easy for you.
Yes, it's
Wow.
fun for me.
So when you go to do it, are you stepping out of you into what is right and correct with how other people do it?
But that is what I'm not doing. I'm just not going on social media to do it.
Okay. So what have you decided and concluded is going to happen when you go on social media? True.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I know.
So here's a challenge for you, okay?
Okay.
Somewhere in your mind, you've probably made a decision, and you don't need to know what that decision is, okay? Here's a challenge for you. Take one little thing and step into doing the uncomfortable for 6 days in a row. Just
Okay.
go on there and do one thing here, one thing here. And what you want to do, see, you're breathing differently now. I could totally, your body is like, oh, thank God, she's not going to hold this anymore. Start to step into what's easy and playful. And here's something, don't go look at all the social media before you go do that, okay? Just go in, post it, and leave.
Okay.
And then breathe.
Okay.
Give it about a half an hour, and then go in and look at social media. Because what you're doing is
Okay.
what a lot of us do is we're measuring. We do the measuring stick first. We go in and we measure what everybody else is doing, and then we're going, oh, I can't be that brilliant. I'm not that good. what you're doing is you're often picking up on what everybody else is thinking. How many people in social media are thinking the exact same thing you're thinking? And you're picking it up.
Okay.
Does that read?
I mean, I'm still not able to breathe. Like, I'm not even able to talk right now.
Cool.
It's like-
awesome. So everything that is, would you like to destroy it and create it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, PUD, all the insurance boys beyond. Just drop your barriers. Then you're going into social media. Drop your barriers and expand out. Social media, Facebook, let's just use Facebook. Fabulous medium for communicating. But what do we all do? We all come into one place. So what do we all do? We all contract into one space, right? Contraction is locking things in. Drop your barriers and expand out. You're going to be very aware of what everyone is being and doing, but you're not going to put it into you, which is stop energy.
Okay.
Okay?
I have one more question related to this only. It's like it's coming in my head again and again, planning and organizing. That is the difficult part for me, planning and organizing. I pick up the paper and pen, I sit, then I don't do it.
So what do you do that is fun?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, maybe it's time, girlfriend, to start finding some things that you enjoy. And where have you separated fun and joy and business? Like how many of us say, oh, I can't have pleasure with business. Business is furious. So I've got to separate the two. What does that
Okay.
create?
Awesomeness.
Bring them together. Invite the pleasure into your business. Talk to your business. Ask your
Okay.
business, what would be pleasurable for you today?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
that is a little better. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bhavna. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Nilofer.
I love it how it got loud right at that moment. We're done.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. So I was in Dubai last week and I gave a talk on goal setting and goal achieving. And there was this bunch of people and I told them to write down, whatever they wanted to create. And they couldn't write anything. And I realized that they were in this computation in their head that this, and this is what I should be asking for. Rather than actually going inside and actually looking at what do I really desire, what would I like to create. Hey Christine, I know you're the one who's supposed to talk, but can I just share a little fun exercise that I had them do?
Okay, Nilofer.
Or am I hijacking your...
No, go ahead.
Okay, so it's like, what I did was that I had them look at their jobs, okay? And I had them do a conversation with themselves and go very fast, something I enjoy about my job is whatever,
Right.
And they found it so difficult to come up with things like that because all of them had made their job as something significant and something to make money from and not something that they enjoy. And then I heard this one guy and here's this conversation and you're going to find it hilarious. So good. Something that I enjoy about my job is the first day when I get my salary. Something that I enjoy about my job is my lunch break when I can go out for a break. Something I enjoy about my job is 5 o'clock when I can go home. Something I enjoy about my job is
Right.
I looked at it and I said, wow, that is so amazing, Even if those are the things you could make it into a wrong decision, those are totally things which are fun for you in a job.
Right, but how many of us, Nilofer, are waiting for our lunch break, are waiting for the end of the day, are waiting for the end of the week? How much pleasure is there in that, right? I love looking forward to things. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But so many of us have what should I be doing? All right? Yes, in this reality, we require money to pay for our bills, to take care of our children, to feed them. We do. So, and I'm not by any means saying quit your jobs. But if you started to really look at what else is pleasurable for you, you have so many hours in a day. Most of us only work, 7 to 8 hours a day in a job, right? But if you took 3 or 4 hours and you started to do something that was pleasurable, something that brought you joy, something that was fun and ease for you, and you started to see the contribution that you were being with you for that, how that started to change things. Your day job will become so much easier because you have something pleasurable to look forward to. And as you begin to see the value in all of that, you can begin then to be of value to others. But it really requires us to see what is pleasurable for us, right? I've worked in the corporate world for many, many years. There were so many things about it that I did enjoy, but it was creating something that was all mine that started to bring in more possibilities of what I knew wasn't there right now, and how it could be so much fun, right? So when you're looking at your career or you're looking at your business and you're saying, is this fun for me, right? And trust me, if it's fun for you and it's pleasurable, you will generate and create more. And there are so many people out there that will begin to connect with you because of the energy of your joy and your pleasure. But if you're constantly looking outside of you to what everybody else has, and you want to have that,
and then you're judging yourself for not having
and then you're constantly in this space of judgment. I've done it, I haven't done it, I've done it, I haven't done it. And you're going to lock it out. And so we come back to every moment there is pleasure available to you. There is magic available to you. And when you're in creation, when you get that creation is magic, that there's magic in there, you can begin to look at, oh my gosh, look what I created. I created a beautiful dinner. Oh, it's so magical to enjoy such a beautiful dinner. Oh my gosh, I am so brilliant. So many people tease me that I should be making pies, should be one of my businesses, because making pies for me is so pleasurable. And it is. Yeah, I know. It's a live video about making pies. I love making pies. You know how much pleasure that is for me. And I'm making pies, and I enjoy and I have possibilities. And oh my gosh, I so look forward to eating it and tasting it and devouring it and having so much pleasure with the pie and watching others enjoy it. When you're in that energy, you can choose to bring that forth into a business. And when you see your business as your pleasure partner in your life, oh my gosh, Nilofer, the ideas, when I got out of trying to do the shoulds, like I should do this, I should do, oh my gosh, they're doing this, I need to do it that way. When I got out of that, and I stopped judging myself and judging my business, the ideas never stop. When I email one of my team members, like Lisa or Carol, and I go, I have an idea, they go, oh shit. Here she goes again. Because, it's still 10 ideas in front that we haven't yet instituted completely. And I don't say, wait, no, that's enough. I don't start judging my idea the second it comes in. How many of us are doing that? And we're actually, here's your idea, and here's somebody else's idea, and you're comparing your ideas to the other person who's already, well, so-and-so did that, and I can't possibly do that. What? Excuse me, there's not one car in the world. There's many, 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 many different cars. When your business idea comes to you, when your creation comes to you, it's coming to you. You know why? Because someone's looking for it. If it keeps niggling at you, very dear friend, my publisher and editor, Sherry Caddick, she just got married, so I was trying to think of her married name. When she said something once, she said, if an idea, if a book keeps talking to you and coming to you, it's because someone's waiting to read your book. And that was a huge moment for me. And when I heard her say that, I started to look at all of the places and spaces where ideas came to me, creative ideas came to me. And if they kept coming, it's like somebody's looking for this idea. Someone's looking for this. Someone's waiting for me to create this in the world. And how much pleasure is that? Knowing someone's waiting to hear your summit, Nilofer.
Oh my God, oh my God. I was in Delhi attending Dane's SOP the last week of February.
Right.
And the number of people who came to me and talked about my books. And they spoke about, they told me we've been reading it every day and we've been using it. And I was like, oh shit, I never thought that was what my books were creating.
Right. But you know what? A lot of us start from that end. A lot of us start from who wants to read it before we'll actually completely create it.
Yeah.
You, my dear, you stay in the play and the pleasure and the joy of it. And then this is the bonus. But so many of us come at this from a should energy, and then we start to suffocate the creation before it's able to, poke its head through the ground and start to blossom.
Yeah, I mean, I have so many books which are still open right now, and I'm like, I don't want to do them anymore, and then I can't not do them, you know what I mean?
They're doing this to you, aren't they? Nilofer, wake up, Nilofer, hello. Yeah, so how many of you have the magic of your creations knocking on your door, and you keep slamming the door shut? No, go away, no. What if you were to drop your barriers and you were to say, okay, how much pleasure can we be together in creating this? Drop your judgments, and even if all you're doing is spending 20 minutes a day, just 20 minutes a day playing with that. And even if it's one of those things that's hard and difficult, if you can do something just for 20 minutes a day, you'll start to get out of your head that this big monster is screaming at me. A lot of people in business, it's like they creative people love to create, but then they don't want to, I don't have the social media down pat, I don't have the emails and all the systems and the structure. What if that could be pleasurable? Have you ever imagined that could be pleasurable? So, yes, you had a little technical glitch yesterday, right? With registrations, and I just think it's funny. It's like, okay, cool. And when you have these systems and structures set up, and it flows like the water is down the river with such ease, how magical is that, Nilofer?
Yeah, and how much fun is that when you have these technical glitches show up and you can look at it and you can choose to be amused by it rather than going to the drama of it.
Right. Being, like we were saying yesterday, being in the question of it. And where have we all decided what magic is and what magic isn't, and what pleasure is and what pleasure isn't? For many of us, being potent and stepping into learning new things is pleasurable. Being the invitation to someone to work with us is pleasurable. So if we were start to ask some questions each day, so what would be pleasurable for me today with my business?
Good one.
What would be pleasurable for me today with my business? And you just be open to it. You don't go to I gotta figure this out, I gotta figure this out. And you step into the pleasure of it. How many of us are actually projecting at our businesses? How many of us are like sending daggers of energy at our businesses and saying, why aren't you performing? I bought business cards and I put up a website, and why aren't you performing? Why aren't you doing this, right? And your business is like, I'm sorry, you're not listening to me. I'm trying to talk to you and you're not listening, right? And we keep going at it, should. Have you ever seen a successful relationship with a parent and a child when the parent is screaming at the child? Not usually. Usually they end up in therapy in a few years. How many of you have your business in therapy? your business is like, can you please talk to Christine? Because she's not doing well here with me.
I have to share these 3 questions I've been playing with, since the beginning of the year. And since I've been being these questions every day, the amount of creation that has shown up, that I have chosen, that I have created, has been phenomenal, you know. So the first one is, since you're talking about business, I love that question, by the way, you know, what would be pleasurable for me in my business today? What would be fun for me in my business today? I'm going to so add them to my question list. Yay! But the ones that I've been playing with is, what would I like to create my business as? And what would I like to create today I haven't even considered? What would I like to create today I haven't yet chosen? And what would I like to create today beyond the capacities I think I don't have?
Right. Fabulous questions.
Because the thing is, you know, we judge ourselves based on our capacities. Oh, I don't know this, I don't know that, so I can't do this or that or that or that. And the funny part is that we do know everything, and we've been and done everything some lifetime or the other, isn't it?
Right. But when you're with the energy of that, sorry, my mind is going so fast. The energy of that is, I have to do it alone. I'm trying to figure this out. And what I'm aware of is you are not alone. Your business is your partner. How many people do not see their business as their creative partner?
Wow, I love that.
Your business has an energy. Your business came to you, not to anybody else. It came to you. Now, are you rejecting it? Are you ignoring it? Is it sitting in the corner and dying of thirst like a plant that's being ignored, right? And you're wondering why it's not blooming. Would you be willing to talk to your business? Would you be willing to be invitation to your business to communicate with you? Are you actually willing to play with your business and say, what would be fun for us to create today? You know, Gary Douglas, of course, the founder of Access Consciousness, when I went to my first certified facilitators in 2013, he said to me, he was just talking to me, he said to the room, what would you be willing to ask your business every day? What would you like me to create today? And so, Nilofer, I did. I said, oh my God, that's so funny. You know, I've never done this. And I had done radio. This is kind of an important prelude. I had done radio for a year and a half prior to that. And just before going to certified facilitator training, I quit. I stopped. I had been in business with another woman and it did not turn out well. And I'm like, I am done with that, right? So I go to certified facilitators and I come back home and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start using that question. Just like you, I'm going to put that question in. And so I woke up the next morning and I said, okay, business, what would you like me to create today? And it said radio show. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We just did that for a year and a half. And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, stop, Christine, stop, just play with it. And so I started to do my radio show again, right? And then 2 weeks later, I started producing. And within 6 months, I was the owner of the station. And today, I am the proud owner of a brand new network that I created. Now, if I had decided and concluded, I've already done that and wiped it away, and I wasn't willing to ask some questions and be in no judgment about it, no significance about it, I wasn't making it my be and to all. I was still doing my other things, my coaching and my HR consulting and my websites and all of that, social media, all that. I was still doing it all. So I didn't kind of put all the pressure of my business on that. But as I started to play with it, it started to blossom and started to blossom. And now I have this absolute amazing creation that wouldn't be here if I hadn't actually been willing to dance with them. So how many of us are leaving our dancing partners sitting in the corner?
Let's put our dancing shoes on.
It's time to dance, girls and boys. It's time to dance. Let's have some fun. And how many? I could just hear people go, "Okay, this is crazy. This is business. This needs to be serious." So, who decided that business had to be serious? Who decided that? Did you decide that? A child doesn't decide that. When a child's going to set up a lemonade stand on the side of the road, or sell bracelets, or jewelry, they're in so much play energy. And they don't get serious about it, right? They're in play. And how many people go, oh my God, that's so much fun. What the world really needs right now is more joy and more laughter and more play, and so does the earth. How much would the earth like to contribute to your business if you would just get out of your damn head and have some fun? And I'm telling you guys, and Nilofer, you know, I work a lot. This is my sanctuary in here, my office, and I'm in here playing and creating, and I'm working. But I don't separate work and pleasure. My pleasure is in my working and creating. And I get so excited when I birth a new creation. You know, when I find a new toy or a new app that I can add to my business and add to the network. I mean, I'm messaging all of the staff, and I'm like, oh my God, listen to this, like all the team members. I get so excited. And that energy is the energy of the invitation for the world to want to see you and see your creations and tap into the possibilities of fun and play that you are having, because we all want to have it, but how many of us are refusing to choose it and to be it with our businesses? And that, you know, that is something that I'm just so clear of right now, Nilofer. It's just like, it's so bright to me around that space of how much we can actually have pleasure with our business and be in the pleasure of our business. And you know what? 2017, for me, is all about that. It's all about the pleasure. And I'm having more of it.
Absolutely. So, Christine, there's another question which I'm going to ask you in a bit. But before that, you have put together this amazing package for our listeners, and I want you to tell them about it. And I really am excited about one component of it.
Well, I can't wait to hear which one that is. Okay. So, well, the first one is I was honored to be asked to write in a book called Relationships Done Easy. And I didn't do Relationship Easy the first part of my life. So I was asked to write in that book. So you're going to get that chapter, me reading my own chapter. So you'll get the energy of the words through my voice. So that's the very first gift that you get in my package. And I read it last night to my mom. It was so much fun reading that chapter to my mom, because she was part of all of that parts of my life. And it wasn't always fun. And it was so funny. I got to one part, and I'm not going to tell you what I said, but I got to one part of something she said to me, and she looked at me, she goes, "Did I say that to you?" So that was a lot of fun for me last night. The second one is the pleasure of business. So this is a program, it's a 6-month program to really step into, to do a full evaluation of your business, to do some helping you to put the structure and the platforms in place and to play with and learning to play with and have that pleasure that I'm talking about. You will be invited. Everyone who purchases the package will be part of that creation. You'll get the first month as a gift with this package. So I'm so excited about people joining that program. We've been having so much fun with all of that. The third one is to be a guest on our open mic spotlight show on the Inspired Choices Network. And oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. So I have my own show called Inspired Choices, and that's my own personal radio show. But then we set up an open mic where we showcase people. And during that showcasing, you'll get a promotional picture done. You'll get a professional commercial created that you can utilize. It's going to be all about you. We're going to focus in, and we promote you to over 20 platforms pre and post the show. And that's something that you can put under your arm and you can take with you, and you can have that showcase all about you, whatever you're creating in your business and your world. And the fourth one is actually a half-an-hour one-on-one session. It's a possibilities coaching, and we will talk about anything that's going on in your life where you'd like to create greater, where you'd like to have more awareness, where you would like to expand upon something that's pleasurable and you'd like to turn it up 100%, or something that's stopping you and you'd like to blow through that stop and really move into what you desire in your life. So that's the whole package.
Brilliant. So here's the question.
Yes.
I'm starting an online business. I get overwhelmed when thinking about how to do the setup, tech, startup stuff. I've done research and still get confused, like my brain doesn't compute it. What else is possible?
Right. Well, here's the thing. Okay. So, Nilofer, what are you great at? That's totally easy for you.
Reading Mills and Boons.
Reading what?
Mills and Boons.
Awesome. Cool. So that's easy for you. You know what's easy for me is setting up different systems on computers. You know what's not easy for me is doing graphics. I'm not great at graphics. I can do them, but they don't have the energy of playing them. So what do? I coordinate with someone. Melissa Jelinek is my, she's my coordinator with my business, and I coordinate with her. So how many of us are refusing receiving from other people and dancing and you don't have to be great at everything. Would you be willing to receive in your business? Yes, there's a lot of different technical things out there, and there is a lot to learn. I know when I first started, I was very, very overwhelmed. But if you put up your hand, if you'll connect with someone, you can begin to learn that with such ease. And are you willing to invest money into hiring someone to help you to create this so you can actually bring your business to the world? It honestly does not take a great deal of time and effort. In the program, The Pleasure of Business, we walk you through all the different platforms out there on how to do it with ease. And sometimes it's just there. You've got to be willing to say, that I'm not great at that, or that's not fun for me. So who would like to play with me? Who would like to create with me? And where can I invest in myself? We invest in ourselves going to classes. We invest in ourselves in taking classes, in reading books, in going to seminars. We invest in ourselves. Your business is your creation. You've got to want to invest in your business so it can be greater. So you can do what you're brilliant at, allow someone else to contribute to your business at what they're brilliant at, and watch this thing blossom. It blossoms so much, but so many of us get caught in the minutia of all the details that are not fun for us. If it's fun for someone else, you would not enjoy playing with them for what reason?
Wow, that was amazing, Christine. Thank you so much. We're coming to the end of our...
We're done?
I wish we could talk even more, but I have another one after this.
You have another one. 20 more to go, right?
Yeah. So what's that one thing you want to leave our listeners with, Christine?
You are magic. You know how I know you're magic? Because you're magic. And your business is asking for you to step into your magic so that it can contribute to you and that you can contribute to it. Magic is in your fingertips, it is in your breath, it's in every moment of every day. Are you willing to have pleasure with magic? Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Christine. I just loved everything that you spoke about and all those absolutely yummy questions. So for some of our listeners who are not aware, there's a Facebook group called Moments of Magic. And what I do is I pull out a few questions and some things and I'm posting it there. So, so in the email, there's a link to join the group and you can join it, or you can just, search for the group and join it. Facebook.com/Moments of Magic Group. Whatever. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us. And we have another interview after this with the amazing Kalpana Raghuraman, and she's going to talk about being space. So I wonder how much being space contributes to pleasure in business.
Right? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for listening and checking in, and I look forward to
Pray to meet you all soon. Bye. Thanks for